Another glorious day here in Loughborough. Not a cloud in the sky. For Jade McGoldrick, who served first. Constellation singles is one full set, so that's first 6 games. And that's wide from Megan Bradley. Love. Into the net from Jade McGoldrick, second serve. All. Double fault early on in the match from Jade McGoldrick. Just settling into the match. And the first game goes to Megan Bradley of England. Immediate break of serve in the opening game. The Jade and Megan were in the open singles competition yesterday. Jade McGoldrick went out to Abby Breakwell of England. And Megan Bradley lost to Fran Smith. So they're in the consolation singles today in the semi-final section. Megan playing Jade and Ellie Robertson playing Lily Holland later today for placing the consolation girls singles final. Switching ends. Megan Bradley taking the opening game and will now serve in the second game. Love 15. Second serve from Megan Bradley. Another double full, bring it to Love 30. Possibly some early nerves in this match from both players. Megan's also serving into the sun extremely bright here on the court. As the ball is tossed up on the serve, it's going right into the sunlight. Much better this time though. Jade unable to return. 15-30. Jade McGoldrick actually wearing a cap, but Megan not wearing anything at the moment. That may change throughout the match. First serve good this time. Jade McGoldrick not able to return. 30 all. It's good again from Bradley. Now puts 1 point away from wrapping up the second game. One of the other umpires just coming over to talk to the match official. Good serve again from Megan Bradley, and that gives the second game to Megan. 2 games to love. So in a very strong position. Only 1 set in the girls' consolation singles. First to 6 games. It's Jade McGoldrick of Scotland to serve. Jade's been playing wheelchair tennis at the Scotstoun Leisure Centre in Glasgow for around 4 years now. Also enjoys playing badminton and going to the gym. So a very active sportswoman. Favourite holiday destination is Spain, and it very much feels like we're in Spain this morning. Very, very warm already around courtside. This time Jade McGoldrick serving with the sun behind her, so it should be easy with the ball toss. It's going to be long from Bradley. All. Second serve from McGoldrick. 15-30 on the McGoldrick serve. Well, today on the outside right court, we have 7 matches coming up. We have another girls singles in the main draw following this one, Martha Harris against Abby Breakwell. We're looking forward to some good tennis on this sunny Saturday. It's wide with the first serve from Jade McGoldrick. The second serve. Good second serve. Well returned from Megan Bradley, just dropping short of the net. 15-40, so 2 break points for Megan Bradley. Chance to increase her lead. Currently 2 games to love up in this 1-set match. High from Bradley, and McGoldrick not being able to judge the bounce. And Megan Bradley of England now takes a 3-game-to-love lead in this 1-set girls consolation singles. Players switching ends. Opportunity for the players to have a quick conversation with their coaches and take on some water. The running schedule that we have today so far planned out, we say Martha Harris and Abby Breakwell follow this match, an all-England affair, and that'll be followed by the boys singles, Alex Chaston up against George Davis. In the boys singles semi-finals. Then we moved into the doubles around lunchtime. Jade McGoldrick back on court alongside Ellie Robertson, and they're up against Ruby Bishop and Martha Harris of England. Some exciting action in prospect for today. All these players looking to book their place in the finals on Sunday. Players make their way back onto court. Megan Bradley, 3 games to love up. Long from Bradley. Second serve's good. McGoldrick unable to reach it. 15 love. That serve's good. Back from McGoldrick. And that's just wide from Megan Bradley. 15 all. Thirty 15. Second serve for Megan Bradley, just catching the top of the net. Second serve's good, but McGoldrick unable to return. 40 15. First serve long from Bradley. .40-30, double faults from Megan Bradley. Still in control of this game, fourth game. Just dropping short again of the net. Another double fault takes us to deuce. Megan Bradley less in her advantage slip. Is this the opportunity Jade McGoldrick's been looking for? Goldrick just be looking to get a game on the board. Hold her serve. Could be very much back in this semi-final. Second serve good this time for Megan Bradley. McGoldrick unable to return it. Advantage Bradley. And that will be game to Megan Bradley. 4 games to love. Jade McGoldrick really needing to hold her serve here. Fifth game, Jade McGoldrick serving. Just out with the first serve. Love 15. In the other half of the girls' consolation singles, Ellie Robertson of Scotland is up against Lily Holland of Wales. A good representation of the home nations in this girls' consolation singles. Jade McGoldrick did pick up a bronze medal last year in 2016, playing in the doubles. So has had success at this competition. Jade got into wheelchair tennis by attending disability school sporting event. Unlucky there with the backhand, just into the net. Love 40. Good serve this time from McGoldrick. And long from Megan Bradley. Well, Jade tells us that her most treasured possession is her family, and you can see why in this school games. A lot of support from the parents and family. 3 days down here at Loughborough, supporting the kids, the children. A really well run event. Unlucky from McGoldrick, and then 5th game goes to Megan Bradley. Now leads 5 games to love. Players need to switch ends, and Megan Bradley will be serving for the match. So final words from the coaches. Jade's coach just telling her to go out there and enjoy it, and that's exactly what it's all about. Going out there and enjoying the experience and playing tennis and having fun. Playing with a smile on her face. Very, very sound advice indeed. Megan Bradley back onto court first. Now that she can hold her serve, she will book her place in the girls' consolation singles on Sunday. Love 15 on the Bradley serve. A few of Megan's England colleagues now alongside the court, giving her words of encouragement. Serve from Megan Bradley. Long again. Love 30. And Megan Bradley just serving into the sun, not wearing any sunglasses or baseball cap. It is exceptionally difficult to see when tossing the ball in the air. First serve's good this time. McGoldrick unable to return. 15-30. Beautifully served by Megan Bradley, 30 all. Oh. 30-40 is the break point for Jade McGoldrick. Megan Bradley has been in this position before and managed to hold her serve. She's taking her time. 30-40. Their serve's good this time to take it to deuce. Just taking an extra few seconds on that serve. Played it with complete accuracy, giving Jade McGoldrick no chance. Her serve's good again. McGoldrick unable to return. So advantage to Megan Bradley and match point. Second serve's good. Back to McGoldrick. And that's in across court from Megan Bradley, and that will be game, set and match to Megan Bradley. Not sure she liked that final shot, but it got enough of the racket just to get it over the net, and that shot has booked her place. Megan Bradley into the girls' consolation singles final on Sunday, where she will play the winner of Ellie Robertson of Scotland or Lily Folland of Wales. So that concludes the opening match here on the outside right court. We have another girls singles coming up very soon between Martha Harris and Abby Breakwell, an All England affair. So join us shortly for the second match of the day. So welcome back to Loughborough University for the second match of the day. An All England affair between Martha Harris and Abby Breakwell. Martha Harris won the toss and elected to serve. Both players playing with sunglasses and a baseball cap. Probably rather sensible, as there is not a cloud in the sky this morning. Players have been through their 5-minute warm-up. So this is the semi-final of the 2017 National School Games, girls singles. Both players will be looking to book their place in the final on Sunday. Love 15, lovely shot from Abby Breakwell cross court. Abby Breakwell winning her quarter-final yesterday afternoon against a player that we've just seen, Jade McGoldrick. 15-all. And Martha Harris winning her quarter-final against Wales is Lily Folland. Lovely shot from Abby Breakwell. 15-30, putting the ball deep into the corner of the court. Another good serve from Martha Harris. Unfortunately missing with the backhand. 15-40, so 2 break points for Abby Breakwell in this opening game. Format of the main singles remains the same, 2 short sets, first of 4 games, and in the event of a set apiece there will be a 10-point championship tiebreak where the player must win by 2 clear points. Wonderful shot again from Abby Breakwell, moving quickly to the ball, forehand with topspin, giving Martha Harris little chance of returning it. Abby Breakwell looking very sharp this morning. A perfect start. Abby Breakwell will be serving in the second game and will be looking to take advantage of that break of serve. Perfect serve, right on the line. Wide return from Martha Harris, 30 love. In the other half of the girls' singles, we have Fran Smith of Wales. He's playing Ruby Bishop of England. Just long from Abby Breakwell. Double fault from Abby Breakwell, 30-15. Abby Breakwell, 14 years of age. Also a wheelchair basketball player for the regional squad in Derbyshire. 30 all. Lives in Long Eaton. local to the area and plays at Loughborough, Nottingham and Grantham. High back from Martha Harris. Should be easy to return for Breakwell. High again from Harris. Breakwell not reading the bounce this time. 30-40, so break point for Martha Harris would be the perfect response after dropping the first game. And there is the break that Martha Harris was looking for. One game all. Wide from Martha Harris, love 15. Martha Harris, 13 years of age, also from the Nottingham area in Bingham, but plays at the Loughborough, Grantham and Nottingham club as well. So these players will know each other very well. That's a lovely shot from Breakwell. Just lifting it over the net. Love 30. And it does tend to be difficult sometimes playing someone you know relatively well. You know their strengths and weaknesses of their game. Three break points for Abby Breakwell. Love 40 on the Martha Harris serve. Neither player looking to hold their serve at the moment. Second serve from Martha Harris. Forehand, powerful forehand, and immediate break back. Abby Breakwell wrapping the third game up without dropping a point. Abby Breakwell now leading 2-1 in this first set. You can keep up to date with all the action across the school games over this weekend using the hashtag 2017SG when posted on social media. There are live updates on the Twitter feed of the school games, which is @_school games. You can also find information on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat. We are streaming live across a number of different sports this weekend. Obviously wheelchair tennis, but table tennis, hockey, cycling, wheelchair basketball, fencing, judo, rugby sevens, swimming and volleyball. So I'm sure there is something for everyone to watch live streaming on YouTube. And if you are in the area, do pop down and see us. Game 4 of this first set. Abby Breakwell of England serving. Neither player holding their own serve at the moment. Abby Breakwell will be looking to put that right. high from Martha Harris, and long 15 all. Second serve's good again from Breakwell. Good return from Harris. Not being able to return that one. 30-15. First serve's good this time from Breakwell. Martha Harris not reading the bounce. Good rally from both players. But Breakwell 40-15. Will be the game to Abby Breakwell. First hold of serve in this first set. Abby Breakwell now leading 3-1. Brilliant serve from Martha Harris, long from Breakwell. 15 love. So Martha Harris does have an identical twin who was in the 2016 school games. Trust me, it's very difficult to tell them apart. Good tennis pedigree from the Harris family. Very positive from Abby Breakwell. 15 all. Forehand with pace again from Breakwell. 15-30. Breakwell putting top spin on the ball, giving Martha Harris little chance. Harris needing to hold her serve. That's going to be long from Breakwell. 30 all. Martha Harris is also a medal winner at last year's school games. She's put that down one as a gracious achievements alongside climbing the Tower of Pisa. So set point for Abby Breakwell, 30-40. Second serve's good from Harris. 40 all. Deuce. Brilliant serve from Martha Harris. Second serve from Harris. Deuce. advantage, Abby Breakwell. The set point again for Abby Breakwell. And there is the first set to Abby Breakwell. 4 games to 1. Played with a very positive manner and attitude. Some of the shots giving Martha Harris little chance. All to play for in the second set. If it does end up 1 set all, we will go to a 10-point championship tiebreak decider. Both players just having a break and a talk with their coaches. Martha Harris coming back on court. Breakwell just taking a little longer. Martha Harris keen to get on with the game and get that second set in her grasp. Nice cool time. And Abby Breakwell makes her way back on court for the second set. Good support here today for day 2 of the wheelchair tennis. And it's Abby Breakwell to serve in the second set. Abby Breakwell 1 set to love up, 4-1. Love 15. Nice from Harris. Making Breakwell work, just about got there. Harris forehand across. Breakwell into the net. Love 30. Abby Breakwell got into tennis by trying out for the ball crew at the Wheelchair Tennis British Open. Didn't get selected because she dropped the ball too much. There was a dropout in the competition and got a place. And the rest is history, as they say. Now, 15-30. Abby Breakwell first attended the National School Games back in 2016. Great volley back. Martha Harris making Breakwell work. Harris into the net. 30 all. 40-30. These girls started to find some rhythm in their game. Right, well, it's just long bomb, break well. Juice. Plenty of support in the crowd for these two girls. A friendly rivalry with both players knowing each other so well. Into the net from Breakwell. It's advantage to Martha Harris. Break point in this opening game of the second set. Juice. What a great serve from Abby Breakwell. Gives her the advantage. Juice. Double fault from Abby Breakwell. Beautiful shot from Abby Breakwell. Forehand with topspin again. Gives Abby Breakwell the advantage. Right in the corner from Abby Breakwell. Perfection.
That's our first girls semi-final match complete on the left-hand court. Let's have a big round of applause for our two players. From England White, Ruby Bishop.
So it's Abby Breakwell who takes the opening game of the second set.
To make it through to tomorrow's final from Wales, Fran Smith.
And can just confirm that Fran Smith from Wales in the other half of the draw has booked her place in the final tomorrow. She's defeated Ruby Bishop. So who will Fran Smith be playing in tomorrow's final? Just long from Breakwell. Great serve from Martha Harris. The first serve starting to get, but bringing ball into play a lot more now. More accuracy. And a great shot from Martha Harris. 30 love. Martha Harris starting to make Abby Breakwell work around that court. positive again from Breakwell. Long 40 love. That will be game to Martha Harris. 1 game all in the second set. And this match is really starting to liven up now. Martha Harris wrapping that game up very quickly indeed. Love 15. Rush on the line from Harris, but across court from Breakwell. 15 all. Martha Harris was on a run of 5 successive points there. Into the net from Breakwell. 15-30. High from Harris. Making Breakwell stretch. High again. The bounce this time not read by Harris. 30 all. Into the net from Breakwell. 30-40. Break point for Martha Harris. Long from Breakwell. Second serve, 30-40 down. It's long again, so that will be game to Martha Harris. Martha Harris. She now leads 2 games to 1 in the second set. Martha Harris with the break of serve. Momentum certainly with Martha Harris in this second set. Abby Breakwell taking the first set 4 games to 1. Martha Harris looking to wrap up the second set and take this to the 10-point championship tiebreak. These girls certainly playing at an exceptionally high standard now. Fran Smith of Wales already in the girls' singles semi-final. Be played on Sunday. Umpire calls time to Martha Harris. 2 games to 1 up. Will be serving. Players high-five each other as they go past. Game certainly played in the right spirit. Martha Harris will be serving with the sun behind her. Abby Breakwell receiving. Just into the net for Martha Harris. Love 15. Long from Breakwell. 15 all. Just out from Martha Harris. Second serve's good, but it's Abby Breakwell with a forehand passing shot cross court, right into the corner. Pulling another one of those superb shots out when needed. So 15-40, 2 break points for Abby Breakwell. And another well-placed shot from Abby Breakwell wraps up the game. And that break brings us to 2 games all in the second set. This semi-final can go either way. It's the matter of each player managing to hold their serve. Breakwell serving. Right on the line. The service box. Out from Martha Harris. 15 love. Played from Martha Harris right back across. Good rally from both girls. And it's Breakwell who gets the point. The timeout's been called. Slight problem with Abby Breakwell's foot plate on her chair. So just need to make the minor adjustments to Abby's chair. Maybe a slight delay. So there's more action coming up after this semi-final. The boys singles. Alex Chaston against George Davis in the boys semi-final. And then we finish off the day with 4 games of doubles. Girls doubles, first up, Jade McGoldrick and Ellie Robertson of Scotland up against Ruby Bishop and Martha Harris back on court of England. That will be followed by Zach Corbishley and Joshua Johns of England against Ross Gourlay and Nathan McCabe of Ulster. Then back to the girls doubles. Megan Bradley, Abby Breakwell up against Jade McGoldrick and Ellie Robertson. And the final game of the day will be the boys doubles. Ben Bartram and Alex Chaston against Christy McManus and Gregory Slade. The doubles is played in a round robin format in various groups, with the top 1 or 2 players, depending if it's boys or girls, going through to play into the gold and silver medal match, and there will be a bronze match as well on Sunday. As we've said, Fran Smith of Wales already booked her place in the final of the girls singles. She will be guaranteed a minimum of a silver medal. The toolbox has come out. So while we are having a short break, just take the time to remind you about how to keep up to date with all the action across the school games this weekend on social media using the hashtag 2017SG. Also live updates on the Twitter feed of the school games, which is @_school games. You can also find more updates and competitions on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. Emergency repairs are still underway here. They're also covering a wide range of sports, including the wheelchair tennis. All streamed live on YouTube. Table tennis, hockey, cycling. Cycling is new to the school games this year. Wheelchair basketball, fencing, judo, rugby sevens, swimming and volleyball. We were covering the athletics yesterday, which was a one-day event. So all of these sports have led to bigger and better things for many competitors going on to represent Team GB at the Olympics or Paralympics. This is the building blocks for future success. We're still searching for the right size Allen key at the moment. So Martha Harris going back on court just to have a knock up with her coach to keep herself warm. Sensible idea, just while we had this short delay. So just to explain how the doubles is working, it's a round robin. The boys doubles, there are 2 groups of 3 pairs, 3 doubles. The top pairing of each group will play off for the gold and silver medal, and the 2 teams finishing second in that group will play for the bronze medal. In the girls' doubles, there are 4 pairs that will play just one group, with the top 2 playing off for the gold and silver medal, and the bottom 2 playing off for the bronze medal. So plenty of opportunity in the doubles.
Our Paralympic athlete mentor Louise Hunt with us, who's available to sign autographs and is also spending the weekend talking and mentoring some of our athletes. At the age of 5, Louise began participating in many sports, swimming, basketball, fencing, and soon discovered she had a keen interest in wheelchair tennis. Louise won 7 out of 10 London.
So the organisers just announcing that Louise Hunt, the Paralympian, is here at the school games this year as a mentor. She was unable to be at the 2016 school games due to being in Rio.
Louise's aim is to compete in Rio 2016, which she did, and is currently actively seeking sponsorship in order to help her continue progressing.
So repairs still being made to Abby Breakwell's chair at the moment, just causing a minor delay in this semi-final of the girls singles match. As it currently stands, Abby Breakwell won the first set 4-1. And it is 2-2 in the second set. Martha Harris probably having the better of the second set. With a very good tussle between these 2 England players. Fran Smith from Wales already booked her place in the final earlier today. Martha Harris just on call, knocking up with her coach. Just to keep her moving, keep her warmed up. Even the audience are clapping the practice shots now. So it looks as though the problem has been repaired temporarily, perhaps. But at least it will allow for the semi-final to continue. The play shouldn't be too long before we resume. So if you are just joining us, we are in the second set of the girls' singles between Martha Harris and Abby Breakwell. Abby Breakwell has had a technical issue with her chair, which is just in the process of being fixed. Abby Breakwell won the first set 4-1, and we are 2-all in the second set. It's like an exhibition match going on at the moment on the court between Martha Harris, who's on court just keeping fresh, keeping warm, and her coach. Following the conclusion of this match, we will have the boys singles semi-final between Alex Chaston and George Davies. That will be another All England affair. Well, it seems that a basic thing, a cable tie, is going to resolve the problem here. Allen keys and cable ties.
got one ball. Just got one ball, Martha.
There is a problem with Abby's foot plate on her chair, causing the issue. It became loose. There wasn't an Allen key in the house that could fix that. So cable ties have come to the rescue and we are back in business. Abby just getting herself back in the chair. We're at 2-all in the second set. Abby Breakwell winning the first set 4-1. It'll be interesting just to see how that break in play, probably around 10 minutes or so, has affected the rhythm of the players. Martha Harris has been out on court, while Abby Breakwell has been just sitting waiting for the chair to be repaired. The play will continue. Martha Harris making her back way. 30 love on the Breakwell serve, 2-all. Forty love. Brilliant cross shot, gone Breakwell, and now Abby Breakwell leads 3 games to 2. That slight delay not affecting Abby Breakwell at all. Players just stopping for another very short break, as they would have done without that delay. (3-2) to Abby Breakwell. And Martha Harris 9. She's serving to stay in this match. Brilliant serve for Martha Harris. 15 love. This time just over the net from Breakwell. Martha Harris not being able to reach in. Another good serve from Harris. 15-all. Second serve from Martha Harris. Deep from Breakwell, high back from Harris. Allows time for Breakwell. Select her shot. Good rally from both players. That's long from Breakwell. Long from Breakwell again. 40-15. Martha Harris looking to wrap up this game, hold her serve. Breakwell just about making ball. And a great shot from Abby Breakwell. 40-30. Second serve's good from Harris. And a great shot from Abby Breakwell, right on the baseline. Deuce. Breakwell straight into the net on the baseline, putting Harris under pressure. Advantage Breakwell, match point. Into the net from Harris. And that is game, set and match to Abby Breakwell. 2 straight sets, 4-1, 4-2. And Abby Breakwell of England books her place in the girls' singles final on Sunday, where she will play Fran Smith of Wales. But a great battle from both players, Martha Harris and Abby Breakwell. A top quality match. But it's Abby Breakwell into the final on Sunday. So the next game up here on the outside court at Loughborough University, we've got Alex Chaston against George Davies, an All England affair again. So this will be coming up shortly. Join us again in a moment.
a big round of applause for our two players from England White, Alex Chaston, and from England Blue, George Davies. Ladies and gentlemen, this match will be the best of 2 short sets to 4.
Welcome back to Loughborough University for the 2017 School Games Wheelchair Tennis Competition. We now have the boys semi-finals of the singles. We have Alex Chaston of England up against George Davies of England. On the other court, the other boys semi-final between Ross Gourlay of Ulster and Dannon Ward of England is taking place. So in the next hour or so we will know the lineup for the boys final for 2017 as the umpire calls time. Warm-up is completed and the players get their final instructions from their coaches. The format will be the same as in previous rounds. 2 short sets, first to 4 games. And in the event of it being 1 set all, we will go to a championship tie-break, where it will be the first to 10 points, with the winner winning by 2 clear points. These are 2 players that will know each other very well, England colleagues, and will play each other on a regular basis on the junior circuit. Both players sporting sunglasses and baseball caps. Extremely warm conditions here courtside. Beautiful September morning as the players make their way onto court for this semi-final.
First set, Alex Chaston to serve, ready, play.
There's Alex Chaston to get us underway. Alex Chaston just not quite reading the bounce there, love 15. An excellent rally to kick things off.
Love 30.
Double fault from Chaston. Love 30. Again, Chaston just misreading the bounce. Love 40. 3 break points in this opening game in the first set for George Davies. There's 1 point saved, 15-40.
Out. 30-40.
30-40. Chaston putting Davies under pressure on the serve. Unfortunate double fault to wrap up the first game by Alex Chaston. The break of serves for George Davies. Davies now leads 1 game to love.
George Davies to serve.
George Davies to serve. Higher back from Chaston. Davies backhand across court. Right on the line from Chaston.
Love 15.
Davies with no chance. Love 15.
$15
15 all. George Davies received their bye in the last 16. In the quarterfinals, he beat Nathan McCabe of Ulster. To see him play Alex Chaston in the semi-finals. Alex Chaston also had a bye in this last 16 into the quarterfinals. And in the quarterfinals, he defeated Christine McManus. Miss hits from Davies.
30-40.
Break point. 30-40. Outstanding serve from Davies, straight down the middle on the line. Deuce. On the volley back from Chaston to win the point.
Advantage Chaston.
Brilliantly judged by Chaston. Deuce.
Juice. Fault.
Double fault from Davies.
Advantage Chaston.
They give the advantage to Chaston again. Brilliant passing shot by Chaston.
1 game all.
reading the bounce perfectly. Immediate break back. 1 game all.
Love.
15 love.
Faults.
Double fault from Cheston. 15 all.
Faults.
Long again for Cheston. Still looking to find that range. Better second serve, backhand by Davis. And just into the net from Cheston. 15-30.
Faults. Faults.
15-40, so 2 more break points for George Davis. Neither player being able to hold their serve so far. Good first serve this time by Cheston. Nice shot back on the half volley, deep to the baseline, into the net by Davis. 30-40. High from Davis and it's short the net.
Juice.
Takes us to Juice.
Faults.
Long again with the first serve from Alex Cheston. Making the adjustment. Right on the line from George Davis.
Advantage Davis.
Gives him advantage. They break point. Oh, it's a brilliant serve.
Juice.
Right on the service line. Takes us back to Juice. On the volley back from Cheston. Does the job.
Advantage Justin.
Playing it quick. Giving no time for Davis to adjust. Advantage Alex Cheston. First serve's good again from Cheston, but
Game Justin.
decent return, but just wide by George Davis.
2 games to watch.
Cheston holds his serve. and now leads by 2 games to 1 in the first set. Players come on for a short break. Just talking to their coaches, taking some fluids on board. Still very early days in this first set. Both players will know they're 1 step away from the final. Ross Gourlay and Darnham Ward playing on the next court. Both players slapping hands as they go past each other. Kind of real sportsmanship and friendship. I say these players know each other very, very well. George Davis, 2-1 down. Starts off with a double fault, love 15. Second serve for George Davis into the net, another double fault, love 30. George Davis, whose best result in the boys singles previously has been 4th.
15-30.
Much better serve this time. 15-30.
Fault. Fault.
15-40. Just looking for some consistency in that serve. When he gets it right, they're virtually unstoppable.
Fault.
Well returned by Chaston.
1-off.
Took all the pace off the ball.
Game, Chaston.
So game 2, Alex Chaston break a serve. And now leads 3 games to 1 in the first set. Chaston will be serving for the first set.
Love 15.
Love 15. Double fault from Alex Chaston. Oh, what a shot. Brilliant shot from Chaston.
15-all.
Cross court with power.
$15-30.
15-30. On the volley again from Chaston, makes Davis work and makes him play long.
30 all.
A couple of times Chaston has played the shot early on the volley and has paid dividends. Doesn't give Davis the opportunity to move quick enough. Great first serve again, brilliantly backhand across court and into the net from
30,
Chaston.
40.
30-40.
That first serve.
Right in the corner from
Yeah,
Davis. Davis breaks back.
Chaston leads 3 games to 2.
3-2 now. Chaston still with the lead. 3-2. So come off for another quick break. But that last game was by far the best from both players. Some brilliant serving. Some superb shots. Both players be keen to get that first set in the bag. George Davis back on court first, umpire calling time. Chaston 3-2 up in the first set.
Love 15.
Love 15. Davis knows that he's got to hold his serve. Good second serve, but what a return from Chaston.
Love 30.
Love 30. Beautifully read by Chaston.
$15.30.
15-30. Great first serve from Davis.
$30.
30 all. It's better from George Davis.
$30.40.
So break point, 30-40. Set point for Chaston. Into the net, well saved by Davis. Deuce. Into the net by Davis.
Advantage Chaston.
Break point, set point for Chaston again. Chaston putting the ball deep near the baseline. Great serve from Davis. Juice. Oh, another great serve from Davis. Advantage to Davis. The hold serve. Juice. Another great serve from Davis. His best service game so far in this semi-final. Back to Juice. Neither player taking advantage here. Into the net again from Davis. So break point, set point again for Alex Chaston. Serves good again. Back to Juice. Oh, and just catching the top of the net and dropping over. Davis getting some fortune there. Advantage to George Davis. And it bounces over as Alex Chaston, and the game goes to Davis. 3 games all, holds his serve. Three games all in the first set.
Come on.
And we're back on level terms. It's long from Davis, 15 love. High and long from Chaston. 15 all. Oh, brilliantly played from Chaston. Played the ball with backspin, took all the pace off the ball. 30-15. Forty 15. chance for Chaston just to take an advantage in this first set. Good first serve again. Just wide from Davis to game 2.
Chaston leads 4 games to
Alex
3.
Chaston 4-3. Davis will need to hold his serve one more time in this first set. So following this semi-final, we then move on to doubles. And it's the girls up first, Jade McGoldrick and Ellie Robertson of Scotland, up against Ruby Bishop and Martha Harris of England. Umpire just inspecting the ball. As Chaston comes out. It's George Davis who will be serving to keep himself in this first set. So Chaston, 4-3. Great serve from Davis. 15 love. An absolute rocket of a first serve.
Ball. 15 all.
15-all, double fault from Davis. On the volley back from Chaston and wide from Davis.
15-30.
15-30. Just wide from Chaston, 30-all. When Davis gets those first serves in, though, difficult to return.
Ball.
Second serves from George Davis. Forehand down the line from Chaston, 30-40. Set point for Alex Chaston. And he has taken the first set, 5 games to 3. Alex Chaston gives himself the come on. He's up for this semi-final. Chaston takes the first set, 5 games to 3. So the players take a moment's break to reflect on that first set. Cheston obviously will be the happier of the two with the first set won. Certainly got the momentum. Cheston back out on court. Both of these players with school games experience. Previously playing at Manchester and Loughborough last year. Second year at Loughborough University. Brilliant, superb sporting facilities for these young athletes to play on. So we're going to the second set.
Second set, Cheston to serve.
Alex Cheston to serve.
Wait, please, sorry. Sorry, George, don't worry. Fault. Love 15.
Love 15. Double fault for Alex Cheston in his first game.
Love 30.
Love 30. Cheston trying to take the shot on the volley. Alex Cheston, he lives in Greenwich in London and trains at the Lee Valley Hockey and Tennis Centre on the Olympic Park.
15-30.
Used to play wheelchair basketball and table tennis. Now focusing on wheelchair tennis.
$15.40.
15-40. Not the start that Cheston will be looking for here. 2 immediate break points. It's a good serve though. That's a brilliant serve. 30-40. Cheston likes to play tennis whenever he can. Play online PC games with his mates.
Juice.
So we're at Juice in this opening game of the second set. Great return from Davis. Cheston trying to read the bounce.
Advantage Davis.
There's advantage Davis, break point. So Alex Cheston is certainly a man in form.
Out. Juice.
Back to Juice. Cheston won the Argonne Junior Player of the Month in April 2017. And his greatest achievement was representing Great Britain at the World Team Cup this May in Sardinia.
Out. Advantage Davis.
Back to advantage to George Davis.
Juice.
Juice.
Advantage Cheston.
advantage to Alex Chaston, fighting his way back to hold his serve. And he does.
Game, Chaston.
Game 2, Alex Chaston.
First game, second set.
That was a hard-fought battle. But Chaston takes the opening game in the second set, 1 game to love. Won the first set 5 games to 3.
Time.
Second game, George Davis serving,
Out. 15 love.
15 love. Great serve from Davis. Plenty of pace, making it difficult for Chaston to return.
Both.
Second serve, bang on the line.
30 love.
30 love. Davis making the adjustment required on that second serve. Well returned by Chaston. But into the net this time. 40 love.
Both. 40-15.
40-15. Davis is taking his time.
Well, the doubles are starting next week. Yeah, I mean, we've still got room.
Out.
And that will be going to George Davis.
Game, shot.
1 game all.
Game Davis. 1 game all.
Just starting to cloud over ever so slightly here at Loughborough.
Both. Love 15.
Love 15 on the Chaston serve. Backhand from Davis. And a backhand from Chaston into the net. Love 30. Great return from Davis on the half volley, but long from Chaston. Love 40. 3 break points for George Davis. Davis starting to just turn it on ever so slightly.
Game.
And that is the game to Davis, 2-1 with the break of serve. George Davis looking a little bit more encouraged by that performance. Was disappointed to lose the first set 5-3. Some errors and double faults. Looking a very different player now. 2-1 up with the break. He's already off out. The momentum certainly with George Davis now. He can hold his serve.
I think that's their plane,
Well played by Alex Chaston. Put it into the open court. Excellent first serve from Davis. $15 all. $15-30. Double fault from Davis. $15-40. Davis not taking advantage of that break. Putting himself under some pressure here to hold serve. Better from Davis. Great return, but long from Chaston.
30-40.
30-40. High from Davis on the line. Brings it back to Juice. Very well played by George Davis. When he gets those first serves in, Chaston plays the ball back. The pace of the ball takes it long. Advantage for George Davis. Juice. Oh, it's a great shot by Chaston. Break point. Chaston with the opportunity to level up this second set.
Come on.
And he has done. He's broken immediately back. Davis disappointed. It's now 2 games all in the second set, with Alex Chaston taking the first set 5 games to 3. So we are back on serve.
Love.
15 love. High back from Chesterton.
Out. 15 all.
15 all. Second third's good from Chaston. And into the net.
15-30.
15-30. Both players struggling in this set just to hold their serve after breaking. Great shot on the half volley by Chaston, forces the error
15-40.
by Davis. 30 all. It's long from Davis. 40-30, so a good comeback here from Alex Chaston. On the volley, but wide by Chaston. Juice. Went for power. Advantage George Davies. Good opportunity for Davies to break again. And that will be game, Davies. Brilliant shot to wrap up the fifth game. Davies now leads 3 games to 2. Players give each other a friendly high five. Davies now 3-2. And he will be serving for the set. Davies with the opportunity to level up this match and take this to the championship tiebreak. First 10 points. George Davies coming back on court. As Alex Chaston makes his way back onto the court. So it's George Davies serving, 3-2 up. An opportunity to win the second set. Love 15. And Ross Gourlay of Ulster has booked his place in the final of the boys singles. He's won the other semi-final by 2-1, taking it on a championship tie-break.
And that's the first boys singles semi-final complete. Let's have another round of applause for our 2 competitors. Danny Ward of England Blue and
Love 40. A little bit of fortune there from Chaston. Just catching the net with the ball dropping over.
Out. Game, Chaston.
Game 2, Chaston. 3 games all. Every game being broken as it stands. Davis missing the opportunity to win the second set. This game still very much in the balance. High from Davis. And the ball just looping into the net by
Love 15.
Alex Chaston. Love 15. Well, I have to say it's an excellent win by Ross Gourlay from Ulster. Dan and Ward. What I've seen so far was my kind of dark horse for this competition. New to the school games this year. Was playing very, very well. So that is a great win for Ross Gourlay of Ulster. He's booked his place in the boys' singles final. Who will he be playing?
$15
15-all. Davis unable to quite get the return back to Chaston. And a great serve from Chaston.
15.
Perfectly placed. High from Davis. Now it's time for Chaston to read the bounce, but he's put it straight in the net. 30-all. There's a bit of tension out on the court. Another great serve. Backhand down the line from Davis.
Out.
And long from Davis.
40-30.
40-30. Oh, brilliantly played by Chaston. Played it with slice.
Chaston leads 4 games to 3.
4 games to 3. Alex Chaston now leads. Wonderful shot to take all the bounce off the ball to win that game. Davis will be serving to stay in the match. 4-3. Alex Chaston leads his second set. Chaston winning the first set 5 games to 3. Pivotal point of this semi-final boys singles match. Deep breaths from both players. Will we be going to the championship tie-break, or can Alex Chaston wrap this up in 2 straight sets? Great serve from Davis.
15 love.
15 love. Real intent with that shot from Davis. 30 love. Davis certainly notching it up a gear now, knowing he has to win this game.
Vote.
Oh, great return
15.
from Chaston. 30-15.
Out.
Just wide from Chaston.
40-15.
40-15.
Come on, George.
Second serve for Davis.
40-30.
40-30. Still in control. First serve's good, brilliantly returned. High from Davis. Oh, and a superb passing shot by Chaston to take it to Juice. Chaston wants this wrapped up.
Advantage.
Oh,
Chaston.
advantage Chaston, it's match point. Davies just needs to put that disappointment behind him and win the next 2 points, 3 points. Another great serve, forehand, cross court, and a brilliant shot by Chaston.
2 sets to love. By 3,
And
5,
Chaston fights back to win in 2 straight sets, 5-3, 5-3.
So that's the second
Nothing between these two,
complete. Let's have another round of applause for our two competitors.
but Chaston
George Davis and
digs deep,
Chaston.
defeating George Davis in 2 straight sets. He books his place in the boys singles final, where he will play Ross Gourlay of Ulster tomorrow for the gold medal.
There'll be a very short delay in proceedings, and then we'll kick off with girls' doubles action.
So we will be breaking shortly
Jenny Folland and Fran Smith of Wales will be taking on Megan Bradley.
for about 30 minutes or so, and then we will be kicking off this afternoon with the ladies of the girls' doubles. Jade McGoldrick and Ellie Robertson of Scotland taking on Ruby Bishop and Martha Harris of England. So join us in half an hour or so as we kick off doubles for this afternoon. Join us soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, match will best of 2 short sets to 4 games. 1 set all, a 10-point match tie break on today to decide the match. The left of the chair, Jamie Goldrick, Eddie Robertson.
So welcome back to Loughborough University for day 2 of the wheelchair tennis. We now start with the girls doubles. Jade McGoldrick and Ellie Robertson of Scotland up against Ruby Bishop and Martha Harris of England. Players have been through their 5-minute warm-up. Umpire has called time and the players are just having their final instructions from their coaches. The doubles is being played in the same format of the singles, where we have 2 short sets, first to 4, and a 10-point championship tie-break should we get to that situation where it's 1 set all. The tram lines in the girls doubles are not in play.
First set,
And Scotland will be
Eddie
serving.
Robertson to serve.
Eddie Robertson to serve. Love 15.
Love 15. Love 30.
Love 30. Fifteen 30.
30. Fifteen
15-40,
40.
so 2 break points in this opening game. And a lovely shot from Bishop, straight between McGoldrick and Robertson. Break a serve for England. And the players switch ends. England leave 1 game to love in the first set.
Martha Harris to serve.
It's Martha Harris to serve for England.
15 love.
We saw Martha Harris earlier on today. Was unsuccessful in the girls singles semi-final against Abby Breakwell.
Love.
30 love. High back by Goldrick. Out from Martha Harris. 30-15. Just wide by
40-15.
Ellie Robertson. (40-15). Goes game to the English pair.
Bishop, Miss Harris lead.
Ruby Bishop and Martha Harris now leading Jade McGoldrick and Ellie Robertson by 2 games to love in the first set. Good second serve from Jade McGoldrick. Ellie
Love 15.
Robertson into the net, love 15. And we also saw Jade McGoldrick earlier on today playing in the consolation singles semi-final. She was defeated by Megan Bradley of England. So both Jade and Martha looking to put the disappointment of this morning's session behind them. Focus on the doubles.
Love 30.
Love 30. Jade McGoldrick serving from the Scotstoun Leisure Centre in Glasgow. Been playing wheelchair tennis for around 4 years. Into her techno and house music. I like her style.
Love 40.
Love 40 to 3 break points for the English duo.
Love.
Good
Yeah.
second, well, second serve for Jade McGoldrick.
Net, second serve, at the top of the net. Okay. Miss Bishop, Miss Harris.
Now the third game goes to England. Bishop Harris now leading by 3 games to love
Miss Harris lead.
in the first set. Scotland still looking to find their way in this girls doubles round robin match. So the girls' doubles is played on a round robin match. There are 4 teams in a group, single group. The top 2 in the final position will play off for the gold and silver medal, and the bottom 2 will play off for the bronze medal. So all to play for in the doubles. Players just having their instructions finalised by their coaches.
Time.
The main message being given is go out there and enjoy yourself.
Ruby Bishop to serve.
The Ruby Bishop of England to serve. That's a great first serve.
15 up.
Perfectly placed over the net. 15 love. Went for the slower serve, just dropping over the net and out the side of the court. Another good serve, high and back from Jay McGoldrick. And Bishop just playing through the middle of the 2 Scotland players. 30 love. The umpire's just giving the players some instructions about where they should be on the court during the game. I think the Scotland pair switched over. Good second serve from Ruby Bishop, 40 love. Jane McGoldrick not reading the bounce. Excellent return by Ellie Robertson. High again over the net, making Bishop work for it. And straight between the 2 Scotland players, and Bishop Harris take the first set by 4 games to love. Just coming over to their coaches. Coach is just explaining how they should come in after a change of end or a change of set, get into a routine and understanding. Brilliant to see though these young players of the future learning the game from very, very experienced coaches. England making their way out onto the court. Dominant set from England, not dropping a game. Ruby Bishop and Martha Harris playing exceptionally well. That'd be Ellie Robertson to serve.
Love.
15 love, good serve by Ellie Robertson. Ellie has a twin sister, Leah. A mirror image, told. Great shot from Ellie Robertson. Ellie's interested in basketball and she enjoys art outside of wheelchair tennis. Plays at the Scotstoun Sports Centre, as does Jade McGoldrick, so these two know each other very well.
30-15.
Lives in Bargeddy, a small village on the outskirts of Glasgow. Only been playing 2 years as Ellie Robertson after a visit to her local tennis club. She won the doubles in the Junior British Open with Rory Logan. And Rory Logan has been a star of previous school games. Told that he's doing exams this year, so unable to play. Good second serve by Robertson. Returned by Bishop. And into the net by Bishop. 40-30. Double fault from Robertson, bringing us to juice in this first game of the second set. Good return by Bishop. Bishop again. Oh, straight past Jade McGoldrick. Advantage to the England pairing. Break of serve. Quite possible in this opening game. Higher back for Martha Harris. Into the net by Jade McGoldrick, and that is the first game to Bishop Harris of England. They lead by 1 game to love in the second set. England taking the first set 4 games to love. So Martha Harris, 13 years of age, will be serving for England in the second game. And an excellent serve, 15 love. Martha plays at the Loughborough, Grantham and Nottingham club, lives in Bingham in Nottinghamshire. She also has an identical twin, same as Ellie Robertson, Katie, who played in the 2016 school games.
Ball. 30-15.
30-15. Well, Martha did pick up a medal in last year's school games. It's not her most treasured possession though, her cat is.
Ball. 30 all.
30 all. Second serve from Martha Harris. 30 all. Second serve to Jade McGoldrick. Just long from Jade. 40-30.
40-30.
And that will be game to Bishop Harris. 2 games to love in the second set.
Miss Bishop, Miss Harris lead.
Also lead by 1 set to love. Scotland yet to register a game on the board. So that'll be Jade McGoldrick to serve. To Ruby Bishop in this third game. Excellent serve. Higher back from Bishop. It's long as well. 15 love.
15 love. Ready, Miss? So,
Second serve from Jade McGoldrick. 15 all. Double fault from McGoldrick.
15 all.
Second serve from McGoldrick. Another double fault, so 15-30. Positive from Martha Harris. Just into the net from Jade McGoldrick. 15-40, so 2 break points for England. Good first serve, high back from Bishop. Good return back by Ellie Robertson, and a superb shot by Ruby Bishop just over the net onto the tram line. And England pick up by 3 games. 3 games to love. And Ruby Bishop will be serving for the match. Players coming in. Scotland players being told to chase every ball down this last game. They got nothing to lose now. Got to go for it. They're enjoying it though. They've still got a smile on their faces. The coaches have been brilliant. Every bit of encouragement and enthusiasm passed on to the players. Umpire calls time. So the players may well be coming out for the final time if Ruby Bishop can serve for the match. Scotland players make their way out.
Fault.
Second serve from Ruby Bishop. That's a great serve.
15 love.
Straight in the corner of the service box. 15 love. Super return by Ellie Robertson.
15 all.
15 all. Another good serve from Ruby Bishop.